today we're going to introduce the community project that we've done so far. Okay, so our community project consists of intro, goal, prior learning, research, proposal, action, plans, taking action, and this part is introduction. So as you guys can see, our topic is diabetes. But you guys were curious, like why we chose this topic. But actually, it's highly related to my personal interest. So this is me and my grandmother picture, and she really likes candy or a chocolate, like sweetie thingy. So therefore, she has a diabetes. So as a granddaughter, I would want to suggest like the healthy lifestyle tips and the medicine that the hospital are going to use for diabetes patients. So first of all, I researched about the graph, the incidence rate of the diabetes patients for the across the age groups. So and the graph illustrates that when we get if, especially for the elderly, they influenced by the diabetes a lot rather than the teenagers. So after the research, we settled a clear goal. It was educate everyone on diabetes who do have diabetes, who do not have diabetes, who might have diabetes, such as us. And also, we determined it to create accounts on Instagram and Facebook, make sure easy to approach and get the information and knowledge through our account. So basically, the prior learning and subject-specific knowledge of was so poor from the beginning. In order to get some knowledge and information, I visit. Oh, yes. The thing that we study about the diabetes was only the science exam, which called research non-invasive methods to manage diabetes type 1. It was a bit of like fancy topic, but it wasn't enough. So I visit a bunch of sites which I can get some information and content of the diabetes, such as JSTAR, American Diabetes Association, International Diabetes Federation. And I collected the data into the research documents and classify what is the important topic, and what am I going to handle on my poster.
Overall, to summarize Yunbi's section, the motivation behind the community project is that many of our family members have diabetes, and my grandfather has to inject insulin into his bloodstream every single day. And on top of that, we also had a science summative assessment on writing a paper on diabetes type 1, which is why we started this community project. Now, the objectives of this community project includes two things. Number one is to come up with an AI-powered framework, and number two is to create social media channels to promote the framework. Now, to get started with a community project, we have to develop a proposal for action where we discuss our plans, our deadlines, we delegate tasks to each other with our community project supervisor. Here, the tasks include conducting our own research on monitoring diabetes. We also had to reach out to university students and request them to collaborate with us to write a proper, yes, I mean it, a proper research paper. And in addition to doing that, we would also set up our accounts and also use the information we researched to create posts and share the information to the community of diabetic people out there as well. Now, our posting plan, throughout 4 to 8 weeks, we would upload posts about how to manage a healthy diet for a diabetic person, how to maintain a suitable level of physical activity and exercise, how to take medicine, and lastly, how to monitor their blood glucose levels throughout their day. And throughout the community project, we also have the normal schoolwork that you guys also have, and we also need to take breaks between them. which is why we use Google Calendar to schedule suitable time blocks for doing homework, doing the community project, and to take a break.
Now it's taking action part. Okay, so you guys know this? Iceberg, yeah, you guys are smart. Okay, so to to know this thing, like who don't know about this. So the part under the water is the part that people cannot actually see, and the part above the water is the things that people actually can see. And also, I provided this to conform the invisible and visible part of my taking action. For the invisible part, I made a plan for posting and managed the account frequently. Finally, I did a lot of research. In the visible part, I tried to communicate with readers and viewers a lot through answering their comments and posting on Facebook and Instagram. So these are the posters that I've completed for the community project. And I just put this picture in to make sure like our account like actually looks like this. And also, I've received a lot of comments below our posters from the strangers and the friends surrounding us. So, and also the one guy who called I Bit My Diabetes wrote, let's collaborate and do a live discussion. But I was a bit terrified because I don't know who is he. So I didn't actually click on the heart. Yeah, that's that.
Yunbi has achieved objective number 2 of the community project. Now, here is what I did behind the scenes to achieve objective number 1, which is to develop the AI-powered framework. I had to read and collect information and analyze a lot of scientific and academic papers on managing diabetes. I also reached out to my grandfather and his diabetic club to also learn more from them. And on top of that, I also reached out to university students through my mom to request collaboration to do the research paper, to which we succeeded. And yes, the paper was actually written. Now, the AI-powered diabetes counseling and support framework includes 4 main principles. Number 1, they have to strictly monitor their blood glucose levels throughout the day. 2, they have to maintain a healthy diet. 3, they have to take the right medicines at the right time in the right doses, recommended by their doctors. And number 4, they have to maintain a sufficient and suitable level of physical activity throughout each day. We submitted the paper, and that paper actually was accepted for publication in the Journal of Computer Science and Cybernetics. This is the paper that we wrote, the title and everything. And this is the notification of acceptance from Professor Nguyen Long Zhang. Yes, it's officially published on the actual journal itself. Now, here are 2 contribution highlights of the research paper. We proposed 2 things: an AI-powered diabetes prediction method and an AI-powered diabetes counseling and support framework with the aforementioned principles. We move on to the reflection part. With both of our objectives now achieved, we have the research paper, we have the framework, we have the social media channels.
Okay, so now reflection according to the ATS skills. So first of all, communicate with readers. Honestly, it was easy for me because my obligation was posting on platform, and fortunately, all the people they interest on our posters, and also we got a lot of attention. For the self-management skills in terms of time, actually it was so tough because making one poster, it took a lot of time, more than I expected. So actually, I just made like 4 posters, but it took a lot of time. And lastly, improve thinking and research skills. So as you guys can see, I researched a lot for the posting. For the thinking skills was so I concerned about our posters gonna pop up like random person and like everyone who are in different situation and who have different perspective. So I try to consider all the different points of view and being a neutral position and only give some accurate information and knowledge.
In addition to the ATL skills that Yunbi has mentioned, we have also found some improvements in the following skills. We are now able to conduct better academic research, and through collaborating with the university students and communicating with my grandfather's diabetic club, we have also managed to improve our social skills, our teamwork, and even, as cliche as this sounds, yes, we did improve our leadership skills as well. Now, with a checklist for the success of our community project complete, we have, once again, I would like to reiterate this. We have the research paper, we have the AI-powered framework, we have the social media channels. I believe we make a significant impact on not just the community of people with diabetes, but also the community of researchers who are currently conducting research on diabetes, both type 1 and type 2 and other types of diabetes. Now, before I end this presentation, in the future of doing this project, I'm still going to be conducting further research and hoping to upload more posts on Instagram. So I hope that the TDS community would also be able to help me provide information. And I would be able to reach out to more people for help and to continue the project for as long as we can. My name is Helix. I'm from Nâng, Copenhagen, and thank you for listening to our presentation.
And lastly, we're sincerely appreciate that all the people who support our community project was so thank you, and that's the end of our presentation.